The government has taken measures to shield consumers from the recently announced increase in chicken prices. Last week, the Jamaica Broilers Group announced that chicken prices are going up by 10% come the end of January. Addressing Parliament on Tuesday, Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Pernell Charles Jr. outlined initiatives to mitigate the increase. The government is considering a temporary suspension of the common external tariff and additional stamp duties on imported leg quarters. Marlon Samuels reports on the minister's statements.
The Agriculture Minister outlined short to medium alternatives to give consumers some reprieve.
In order to provide Jamaican consumers with an affordable alternative source of protein, one of the options being considered is the temporary suspension of the import and additional stamp duties levied on leg quarters. Currently, the price of leg quarters within the local market is at $360 per pound, Minister Tufton, while we would be able to import leg quarters at $100 per pound and have consumers paying roughly $160 per pound. This would allow Jamaican consumers to purchase at least 3 times the quantity of poultry meat that they are currently able to afford.
Mr. Charles was quick to point out that this would be a temporary measure.
Well, let me emphasize, Minister Clark, that this would be a temporary measure until local market recalibrates to normal levels where supply matches demand, as was successfully done before when the country faced a similar crisis.
In justifying the coming increase, the Jamaica Broilers Group cited increased production inputs among the factors. Currently, broiler companies produce approximately 60% of total poultry, with the remaining being supplied by backyard farmers. The ministry is pushing alternatives to poultry.
The ministry is executing a robust program to promote the consumption of alternatives to poultry, ensuring that Jamaicans have a range of options and adequate supplies of affordable protein. We are pursuing increased and efficient production of small ruminants, fish, and pigs, which we believe will serve to reduce the current demand for poultry.
A call was thrown out to potential investors to remedy the shortage of baby chicks in the market.
This is a vexing issue, particularly for the small chicken farmers and the householders who, during this pandemic, have seen this production opportunity as a means to supplement their families' income and diet. The ministry then will do all it can to create the environment where competition drives the market to redound positively, to the benefit then of our farmers and by extension to the benefit of the sector. Madam Speaker, every challenge creates an opportunity, and today I'm sending a message to all interested parties that we will be facilitating the entry of investors willing to take up the business opportunity to supply the local market with baby chicks.
In an effort to bolster the production of the local poultry sector, the ministry has set aside $50 million to be made immediately available to assist with the purchase of feed, chicks, and medication for our farmers through the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA. For the news on PBCJ, I am Marlon Samuels.